So this video is going to take you through a short simple stretch of the hip flexor muscle group. Now this is a group that comes from, we've got the rectus femoris, goes from the knee, part of the quadricep group at the front of the thigh, attaching to the pelvis. Then you've got the iliacus and the psoas. So the psoas, quite a major muscle, goes from your lower spine or your lumbar spine down through the pelvis and into the inner thigh. So these are, or the action of these muscles are to flex your hip. So any running action, climbing stairs and so forth. If you're predominantly in a sitting position, so you're working at a desk, sitting down a lot of the time, or you're driving, then these muscle groups can become quite tight and actually draw the pelvis into a forward or anterior tilt and put a lot of stress on the lower back. So it's quite an important muscle group to be stretching on a regular basis. So if you're on a hard floor, you probably want to put a mat down, but on a carpet that should be fine. You're going to bring one leg forward, so you come into a lunge position. Now make sure you're in a straight line, so almost on railway tracks, so you're not one leg skew if out or in. Make sure you're in a nice straight line. Front foot comes a nice distance forward, so you've got a nice stride length, and try and get it so you've got a bit of an angle going downwards on the front shin. You may need to have something here to support you, so a chair or a football or something like that, just something to give you a bit of stability the first couple of times you do this. The back leg is going also back at an angle, and then from there you drop the pelvis down towards the front heel. Okay, so what a lot of people will do here will rest on the front thigh. Now because the psoas goes to the lumbar spine, you want to try and keep it as upright as possible or slightly arched back, and that will give you a good stretch at the front of the thigh, but more so sort of the groin area, you're going to feel it. So you're pushing the pelvis down towards that front heel. That may be enough for you to hold. If your feet can go a bit further, whichever leg is going behind you, take that same side arm up into the air, stretch it as high as you can. Now you can either lean over to the opposite side, so you're opening this area out, or reach up as high as you can with the arm, and then that hip that you're stretching out, rotate that down towards your front heel and actually rotate your full body as well. Now that's quite a strong stretch, so you might need something to ease you out of that as well. So you're looking for a minimum stretch of 30 seconds, preferably going more towards a minute. Now what you should feel is the muscle over that sort of 30 to 60 seconds, the muscle opening out, relaxing, and the actual stretch feeling altering the position. You don't want to go into a painful stretch. So on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being virtually no stretch at all and 10 being absolute pain, get to around about 7 or 8 depending on your perception of strong. So it wants to be strong but not pain. You shouldn't be holding your breath. You should be nice and relaxed into the stretch, so you can hold it for a longer period of time. Like I said, if you're someone who's quite active, so you do a lot of running or general fitness where you're doing a lot of hip flexion movements, or you're sat at a desk or you're driving for long periods, this is something you probably want to do on a daily basis, and obviously you want to do both sides as well. So you're looking at 2 minutes a day is not a lot of time out of your day to perform a very good stretch, which can relieve a lot of back problems and other pelvic issues. Now in our next video we're going to show you how to strengthen the various glute muscles. So before you do that video, you want to stretch out the hip flexors, which will allow you then to strengthen these correctly.